Silence is God's language, everything else is a poor translation. This profound quote from Rumi invites us to explore the transformative power of silence. Today, we'll dive into the depths of silence, exploring how this seemingly simple practice can be a powerful tool to elevate our existence. Throughout this exploration, we'll uncover 5 fundamental reasons why mastering silence can radically transform our lives. Each of these reasons will not only illuminate crucial aspects of our being, but also challenge us to rethink our relationship with the world around us. Prepare for a journey that transcends the ordinary, one that will take us to the deepest recesses of Stoic philosophy and its application in our modern era. What we discover may not only change how we view silence, but also how we see ourselves and the world we inhabit. 1. Silence as inner strength. Silence, in its purest essence, is not merely the absence of sound, but a vibrant, pulsating force residing at the core of our existence. The Stoics, in their timeless wisdom, recognized the transformative power of silence as a path to inner strength and resilience. Imagine for a moment a vast ocean on a calm day. The surface is placid, reflecting the sky like a perfect mirror. This image is not just one of tranquility, but of contained power. Just as the ocean in its quietude hides deep currents and immense force, the silence within us harbors extraordinary potential. The first reason why mastering silence can elevate our life is precisely this. It allows us to access and cultivate an unshakable inner strength. In a world flooded with constant noise, both external and internal, the ability to find and maintain silence becomes not just a refuge, but a source of power. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius emphasize the importance of turning inward. Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig, he wrote. This digging that Marcus Aurelius speaks of is nothing more than the practice of introspective silence. When we allow ourselves to experience true silence, we begin to perceive the layers of thoughts, emotions, and impulses that usually dominate us. It's in silence that we can observe the incessant flow of our mind without fully identifying with it. This distance, this capacity for observation, is the first step in developing what the Stoics called ataraxia, a state of serenity and emotional balance. But silence is not just a passive state of observation. It's an active force that allows us to shape our inner reality. By cultivating silence, we develop the ability to choose our responses rather than react impulsively to external stimuli. This is the essence of what Epictetus meant when he stated, "It's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things." Mastering silence offers us a space, a suspended moment between stimulus and response, where we can exercise our true freedom. It's in this space that our inner strength manifests, allowing us to navigate life's storms with unwavering calm. Moreover, silence connects us with a source of wisdom that transcends intellectual knowledge. The Stoics believed in the existence of a universal reason, a logos that permeates all existence. Silence, in its depth, allows us to tune into this cosmic frequency, accessing insights and understandings that are beyond the reach of discursive thought. This connection to deeper wisdom not only strengthens our resolve, but also provides us with a broader perspective on our daily struggles and challenges. We see our personal concerns in the context of the vast flow of the universe, which naturally leads to a more balanced and philosophical attitude towards life. Cultivating this inner strength through silence is not an instantaneous process. It requires consistent practice and dedication. However, as we persist, we discover that this strength becomes a central pillar of our existence, influencing every aspect of our lives. 2. Silence as a catalyst for mental clarity. The human mind, in its infinite complexity, is both our greatest ally and our most formidable adversary. Amidst the whirlwind of thoughts, emotions, and external stimuli that incessantly bombard us, mental clarity becomes a rare and precious treasure. This is where we find the second reason why mastering silence can drastically elevate our life. It acts as a powerful catalyst for mental clarity. The Stoics, in their pursuit of wisdom and virtue, recognized the invaluable worth of a clear and focused mind. Seneca, one of the most eloquent Stoic thinkers, observed, "Nothing to my way of thinking is a better proof of a well-ordered mind than a man's ability to stop just where he is and pass some time in his own company. What Seneca was essentially articulating was the need to create mental space through silence. Imagine your mind as a lake. When agitated by strong winds, the incessant thoughts, worries, and distractions of everyday life, the surface becomes murky and turbulent. It's impossible to see through it or reflect clearly. Silence, in this metaphor, is the calm that allows the waters to settle. As the surface becomes placid, clarity naturally emerges. This mental clarity, catalyzed by silence, is not a passive state of emptiness, but a highly active state of sharpened perception. It's in this state that we can discern precisely between the essential and the superfluous, between what's under our control and what isn't, a fundamental distinction in Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Silence provides us with the necessary space to exercise this power over our mind, to direct our attention with surgical precision, and to cultivate a broader and more balanced perspective. Furthermore, silence allows us to escape the tyranny of reactive thinking. In our hyper-connected society, we are constantly bombarded with information, opinions, and demands. This constant stream of stimuli often leads us to a state of perpetual reactivity, where our responses are more conditioned reflexes than conscious choices. Silence breaks this cycle. It offers us a moment of pause, a breath in which we can recalibrate our inner compass. In this space of quietude, we can examine our beliefs, values, and motivations with a clarity that's impossible in the whirlwind of everyday life. This enhanced mental clarity has profound ramifications in all aspects of our life. In decision-making, for example, silence allows us to cut through the noise of others' opinions and external pressures, connecting us with our inner wisdom. This results in choices more aligned with our core values and long-term goals. In problem-solving, the mental clarity catalyzed by silence enables us to see beyond superficial appearances and identify the true roots of the challenges we face. As Epictetus wisely advised, first say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. Silence provides us with the space for this crucial self-definition. Moreover, this enhanced clarity allows us to recognize and dismantle limiting thought patterns. Often we are prisoners of internal narratives that keep us trapped in cycles of self-destructive behavior or stagnant growth. Silence offers us the opportunity to observe these narratives with detachment, recognizing them for what they are: mental constructs, not absolute truths. As we practice silence and cultivate this mental clarity, we begin to experience a sense of internal expansion. Our perceptions become sharper, our intuitions more reliable, and our ability to navigate the complexity of life with grace and wisdom significantly expands. 3. Silence as an amplifier of wisdom. In the quest to elevate our lives, we find in silence not just a refuge, but a powerful amplifier of wisdom. This is the third reason why mastering silence can profoundly transform our existence. It creates the ideal environment for the flourishing of true wisdom. The Stoics, in their deep understanding of human nature, recognize that wisdom is not merely the accumulation of knowledge, but the ability to discern and apply that knowledge with clarity and purpose. Epictetus, one of the pillars of Stoicism, reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This wise reaction, this profound discernment, is cultivated in the fertile soil of silence. Imagine silence as a vast desert. At first glance, it may seem empty and barren. However, for those who know how to observe, the desert is a vibrant ecosystem, full of life and adaptive wisdom. Similarly, silence, seemingly empty, is actually a fertile field where the seeds of wisdom can germinate and flourish. In silence, we are able to hear the subtle voice of wisdom that is often drowned out by the constant noise of our lives. This voice doesn't speak in words, but in deep insights and intuitive understandings. It's what the ancient Greeks called Sophia, a wisdom that transcends mere intellectual knowledge and touches the essence of our existence. Marcus Aurelius, in his Reflections, advises us, look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up. if thou wilt ever dig. This digging that Marcus Aurelius speaks of is facilitated by silence. It's in silence that we can dig beyond the superficial layers of our thoughts and emotions, reaching the fundamental truths that reside at our core. Silence also allows us to process and integrate the experiences and knowledge we've acquired. In our accelerated information society, we are constantly bombarded with new data and stimuli. Without the space of silence, we risk becoming mere repositories of disconnected information, unable to transform this knowledge into applicable wisdom. Moreover, silence provides us with the opportunity to deeply question our beliefs and assumptions. True wisdom, as the Stoics well knew, often involves detachment from preconceived notions and openness to new perspectives. In silence, we can critically examine our most ingrained convictions, allowing them to evolve and refine. This practice of silent questioning is not just an intellectual exercise, but a way of cultivating humility, a quality that the Stoics considered essential for true wisdom. Like Socrates, who claimed to know only that he knew nothing, silence constantly reminds us of the limits of our knowledge and the vastness of what we still have to learn. Silence also connects us with a form of wisdom that transcends the individual. The Stoics believed in the existence of a universal logos, a cosmic reason that permeates all existence. In silence, we become more receptive to this universal wisdom, tuning in to the deeper rhythms and patterns of life. This connection to a broader wisdom allows us to see our personal challenges in a larger context. The concerns that seem overwhelming when viewed through the narrow lens of our ego begin to dissolve when contemplated in the vast silence of the cosmos. This expanded perspective is, in itself, a profound form of wisdom. Furthermore, silence teaches us the wisdom of patience and non-action. In a world that values constant activity and quick responses, silence reminds us that sometimes the wisest action is not to act, to observe, and to allow situations to unfold naturally. As Lao Tzu, though not a Stoic, wisely observed, silence is a source of great strength. As we cultivate this practice of wisdom-amplifying silence, we begin to notice subtle but profound changes in our way of being in the world. Our responses become more measured, our decisions more aligned with our core values, and our understanding of life deepens in ways that go beyond words. 4. Silence as a cultivator of authenticity. In our journey of exploring the transformative power of silence, we arrive at the fourth reason why mastering it can significantly elevate our life. Silence is an incomparable cultivator of authenticity. This authenticity, so valued by the Stoics, is the key to a truly meaningful existence aligned with our deepest values. In a world saturated with noise, opinions, and external expectations, the pursuit of authenticity can seem like a Herculean task. We are constantly bombarded with messages about who we should be, how we should act, and what we should value. In this whirlwind of external influences, our true essence often gets lost, suffocated by layers of social and cultural conditioning. This is where silence emerges as a powerful ally. In silence, we find the necessary space to strip away these external layers and reconnect with our authentic self. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig." This digging that Marcus Aurelius speaks of is nothing more than the process of self-discovery facilitated by silence. When we allow ourselves to experience moments of genuine quietude, we begin to hear an inner voice that is often drowned out by the constant noise of our busy lives. This voice is not the echo of social expectations or external conditioning, but the expression of our true nature. Silence offers us the opportunity to deeply question who we are and what we truly value. Away from the distractions and pressures of the outside world, we can examine our beliefs, desires, and motivations with a clarity impossible to achieve amidst the bustle of everyday life. This process of self-examination is fundamental to the development of authenticity. Epictetus, another pillar of Stoicism, reminds us, "First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do." Silence provides us with the necessary space for this crucial self-definition. It's in silence that we can contemplate not just who we are, but who we aspire to be. not based on external expectations, but on our true essence. Moreover, silence allows us to recognize and dismantle the patterns of thought and behavior that we've adopted not by conscious choice, but by habit or social conformity. Often we act in ways that don't reflect our deepest values simply because we've never paused to question these actions. Silence offers us that pause, that moment of reflection that can lead to a profound reorientation of our lives. The authenticity cultivated by silence is not just a matter of self-knowledge, but also of self-expression. As we become more attuned to our true nature, our way of being in the world subtly but profoundly changes. Our interactions become more genuine, our choices more aligned with our values, and our presence in the world more impactful and meaningful. This authenticity, in turn, provides us with an unshakable inner strength. When we act from a place of true authenticity, we become less susceptible to the opinions and judgments of others. As Seneca wisely observed, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The authenticity cultivated by silence frees us from these imaginary fears, allowing us to live more courageously and aligned with our principles. Furthermore, silence helps us develop a form of authenticity that is not rigid or inflexible, but fluid and adaptive. By regularly connecting with our essence through silence, we develop the ability to remain true to ourselves, even in the face of changing circumstances. This dynamic authenticity allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace and integrity. The cultivation of authenticity through silence also has a profound impact on our relationships. When we are authentic, our interactions with others become more meaningful and satisfying. We attract into our lives people and opportunities that are truly aligned with who we are, creating a virtuous cycle of growth and fulfillment. 5. Silence as a catalyst for resilience. As we enter the fifth and final reason why mastering silence can elevate our life, we encounter one of the most crucial aspects of human existence: resilience. Silence, in its profound simplicity, acts as a powerful catalyst for the development of this essential quality so valued by Stoic philosophers. Resilience, in its essence, is the capacity to face, overcome, and even grow in the face of adversities and challenges. In a world characterized by rapid changes and constant uncertainties, resilience becomes not just a desirable virtue, but a vital necessity for a well-lived life. The Stoics, in their timeless wisdom, deeply understood the importance of resilience. Epictetus, born a slave and later freed, exemplified this quality in his own life and taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This fundamental perspective of Stoic philosophy finds in silence an invaluable ally. Silence offers us a space for reflection where we can examine our reactions to life events. In moments of quietude, we are able to observe how our interpretations and judgments shape our experience of reality. This awareness is the first step to developing true and lasting resilience. Imagine silence as an internal laboratory where we can experiment with and refine our responses to adversities. Away from the heat of the moment and immediate pressures, we can contemplate past and future challenges with a clarity impossible to achieve amidst the whirlwind of events. This process of silent reflection allows us to develop more effective strategies for dealing with life's difficulties. Moreover, silence connects us with an internal source of strength that often remains unexplored in our noisy and agitated existence. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Silence is the means by which we can access and cultivate this inner power. The regular practice of silence also helps us develop a broader perspective on the challenges we face. In silence, we are able to see our personal struggles in the wider context of human existence and the constant flow of the universe. This expanded vision naturally increases our resilience, allowing us to face adversities with a serenity that transcends immediate circumstances. Silence also acts as an antidote to the emotional exhaustion that often accompanies periods of prolonged stress. In moments of quietude, our mind and nervous system have the opportunity to calm down and regenerate. This restoration is crucial for maintaining our resilience in the face of ongoing challenges. Furthermore, silence teaches us the art of non-reactivity, a fundamental skill for resilience. In a world that often demands immediate responses, silence reminds us of the power of the pause. This pause, however brief, allows us to choose our responses rather than react impulsively, significantly increasing our ability to deal with difficult situations constructively. The resilience cultivated through silence is not a rigid armor against life's difficulties, but an adaptive flexibility that allows us to flow with changes and challenges. Like a bamboo that bends in the wind but doesn't break, we develop the ability to remain rooted in our essence while adapting to ever-changing circumstances. This enhanced resilience has profound ramifications in all aspects of our life. At work, we become more capable of dealing with pressures and setbacks. In our relationships, we develop the ability to navigate conflicts and challenges with grace and understanding. In our personal growth journey, resilience allows us to persevere in the face of obstacles, transforming each challenge into an opportunity for learning and evolution. Silence also teaches us to accept what we cannot change, a central lesson of Stoic philosophy. As Epictetus wisely advised, don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well. This acceptance, cultivated in silence, is not passive resignation, but a profound form of resilience that frees us from unnecessary suffering. As we reach the end of this journey exploring the transformative power of silence, it's crucial to recognize that what we've discovered is not merely a set of abstract ideas, but an invitation to profound personal transformation. The 5 reasons we've explored, silence as inner strength, catalyst for mental clarity, amplifier of wisdom, cultivator of authenticity, and catalyst for resilience, form a map for a more elevated and meaningful life. It's essential to remember that philosophy, especially Stoic philosophy, doesn't seek to offer absolute truths or definitive answers. Instead, it invites us to a continuous process of questioning and growth. Silence, as we've explored, is a powerful tool in this journey of self-discovery and personal elevation. The practice of silence, as understood through the lens of Stoic philosophy, offers us a path to a more intentional, authentic, and resilient life. It provides us with the space to cultivate inner strength, sharpen our mental clarity, deepen our wisdom, reconnect with our true selves, and develop the resilience necessary to face life's challenges with grace and equanimity. In our modern world, characterized by constant noise and distraction, the cultivation of silence becomes not just a philosophical exercise, but a vital necessity for maintaining our mental and emotional well-being. By integrating moments of intentional silence into our daily lives, we open ourselves to a profound transformation that touches every aspect of our existence. As we move forward, let us remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. May we all find the courage and wisdom to retreat into the silence within, and in doing so, elevate our lives to new heights of meaning, purpose, and fulfillment.